Hello. Okay, I able to broadcast this already. Okay, I'm going to share this crash course as this June holiday crash course. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for coming. Thanks for waiting for me. Yeah, I'm back. Just now there's some technical problem lah. Technical problem. All right. Okay, everybody, welcome. So yeah, we have this PSLE crash course in next month. Oops, next month. So come and attend. All right. What happened? Yeah. Okay, now let me. Close this, huh? Okay, we are going to open 2025. Today we're going to do 2025. PSLE 2025, last year's paper. Alright? We're going to do last year's paper. Okay, so this is PSLE 2025. PSLE 2025. Okay? Can? Banana. Okay, are you ready, class? Are you ready? Yes. Okay, when you're ready, can you type PSLE 2025? Okay, I see half of you type that, then we shall start. Okay, today we are only doing booklet A. Booklet A. PSLE 2025, yes. So this is the paper that we are doing today. Okay, booklet A. Okay, now introducing myself. My name is Daniel Tay. I'm the founder and principal of Best Minds Academy. I specialize in primary school science, P5, P6, and if you all need any help or you know anyone that needs help in primary school science, look for Daniel Tay. Look for Best Minds Academy. Alright, we specialize in primary school science. Okay, Ken? So about 20 to 30% of our students every cohort they get AL1 or AL2. Alright, about 80+% of our students improve at least 2 grades after they come to us. So we are very confident to help your child improve that science score because we are specialized in it. We do that every year. Alright, and so far all the classes are taught by myself. Every class is taught by myself. So if you enroll to our class, every lesson your child will be taught by me. Alright, will be taught by me. Okay, let's look at question 1. Alright, are you ready? Okay, question 1 asks, which is a characteristic of all living things? They ask for all living things. All. Characteristic of all living things. Alright. Is it true that they all reproduce? Yes, that's true. They can make food only for plants. Only plants can make food. They can move from one place to another. Plants cannot do that by themselves. They do not respond to changes. It's wrong. Okay, so first one quite easy. First one is they all can reproduce. Okay? First one is 1. Wait, are you the only teacher in Best Minds? Yes, I'm the only teacher. I'm the only teacher. For now, right? I'll be teaching the child this behavior, repeated prolonged action that sustain. But you're not in line. Repeated or prolonged action that lets sustain engagement. You're running off screen. I got off screen. I'm on screen, The result in gifting suspension. Okay, yes. Oh, avocado. You want to see our avocado? Hi, pick up avocado. Everybody say hi. Everybody say hello. Avocado says hi to you. Okay, say type avocado if you like. If you all love this avocado, can you type avocado? Just to greet the avocado. Yeah. Okay, so let me put behind me. Okay, let's move on. Question 2. Okay. What is one effect of deforestation? Alright, is it cleaner air? I have some notice, don't know for what. Yeah. Not cleaner air. Loss of animals, yes. Alright. Okay, increase in rubbish dump does not cause. This one also does not cause. Reduce greenhouse gas also does not. So this one answer is quite easy. Answer is 2. Alright, loss of animals, loss of habitat for the animals, because there are some animals live in the forest. When you cut down the forest, they got no place to stay. Reasons, yeah, they ask for effect, not reasons. Effect of deforestation, not the cause. Because there's this thing called cause and effect. Okay, if they ask for cause, you give cause. If they ask for effect, you give effect. Alright, now here they ask for effect. They ask for this one. Okay, so you have to give the effect. Can? Okay, let's move on. Question 3. Which row classifies cockroach and mole correctly? Cockroach and mole. So cockroach is an animal, yes, it's an insect as well. So all these are correct. Cockroach are classified correctly. How about mole? Mole is a fungi. Okay, mole is a fungi. So answer is 3. Okay, mole is a fungi. Okay, quite easy, right? So far good. Okay, let's move on. Okay, which of the following are sperms and pollen grains are produced? So sperms is produced in the testes, pollen grains produced in the anther. So answer is 3. So far quite easy, right? All the easy questions. I got 3 correct so far, very good. Now got 4. Hey, you all try the paper. Do you all try the paper first before you come? You all try the paper first. And drinking this ayataka, no sugar. Because I'm trying to lose weight. Yeah, I think I'm too fat. Trying to lose weight. You doing it now? Yeah. Okay, now what is the function of seed leaf? Seed leaf, another term of seed leaf. You all know what is another term of seed leaf? Seed leaf, there's another term for it. It's called cotyledon. Cotyledon. Alright, what does it do? Provide food until germination. Not true, germinate, then we have seed leaf. Provide food for germination until the roots fully develop. Not true also. Make food for the germinating seed before. Does not make food, Okay, cannot make food. So answer is 3. Provide food before the leaves develop. Right? The cotyledon provides food before the leaves develop. My mother print another one to learn my mistakes. Okay. Hello, Huang Changyi. Chang'e. Okay, so this one answer is 3. Question 5. Okay. Okay, now let's move on. K is made of many small fruits tightly packed together. Alright, many small fruits means there are many ovaries. Small fruits. These fruits, each fruit is 1 ovaries. That means there are many ovaries. Okay, many ovaries. Many seeds. The seeds came from the ovules. So you got many fruits means many ovaries. Many seeds means many ovules. So what? K developed from 1 flower. 1 flower. Which statement about the flower is correct? So this flower, because it have many fruits, got many seeds, so it therefore must have many ovaries and many ovules because of the many. Okay. Answer is 4. Okay, so these 4 are wrong. These 3 is wrong. Because of the many. You see it not? You see there are many here? Many. So I have to match with many. Okay? We follow me. Thank you. Cannot see number 4. Number 4 is here, ma? Oh, you mean here? Yeah. Option 4, yes. Okay, can? Okay, shall we move on? Okay, let's move on. Question 7. Again, below shows a plant. Which effect of the removing the food carrying tube from location W? So food carrying tube, another name is called the phloem. Okay, phloem. You remove the phloem, what happens? Fruit become larger. Yes, it does. Flower dies. Yeah, flower dies because not enough food. Not enough food to the flowers. The plant dies. No, the plant will not die because there are still leaves that can make the food. Alright. The leaves still can make the food. So answer is A and B only. Okay, answer is 3. Okay, A and B only. Don't have to learn phloem. No need. Phloem is not in the term. Phloem is not in the syllabus. Alright, but you can use it in PSLE to represent food carrying tube. Alright, it means the same thing, exactly the same thing. Food carrying tube is phloem. Phloem is food carrying tube. Just sick. No, not sick. I show you something. Because you talk about flower. I got a flower on my table. You tell me, is it nice or not? Okay. This one is on my table now. Okay, you all see this? You all know what? This is an orchid. You all see this orchid? Very nice, right? The color so unique. Yeah, it's a real orchid. It's a real one. This is a real orchid. Yeah, real. It's on my table. I bought this for... You want to guess how much or not? You want to guess how much I bought this for? Question 7, not 2. B only. Because the fruit do become larger, ma. Because the food is not sent to the flowers, is redirected to the fruits. So the fruits will become larger. No lah, it's not $10. It's cost me $30. It's $30. Alright, yeah, the fruit have more food. So it become larger. So it's A and B. For here is A and B. Okay, now let's move on. Question 8, no more in the syllabus. Alright, but the answer they ask, which part found in the root cell in most plants but not in the animal cell? Okay, so the answer is the cell wall. Okay, cell wall is in the root cell, but not in animal cell. But this one is NIS. Do you know what is NIS? Anyone can guess what is NIS? Anyone can guess what is NIS? Yeah, I put here NIS. From this year onwards is NIS. Yeah, not in syllabus. Not in syllabus. What time does it end? Until we finish the booklet A. As long as it's needed to finish the booklet A. What is the answer for question 6? Question 6 is 4. Yeah, question 6 is 4. Okay. What is the name for water carrying tube? It's called phloem. It's called xylem. Water carrying tube is called xylem. Okay, question 9. S and T are parts of the human respiratory system. Air allows air to pass to and from T. Gas exchange takes place. So S is probably the windpipe. Alright. And then T is the gas exchange. That means T is the lungs. So this one is answer is 3. So far quite easy, right? I learn cells in my syllabus. Good lah. No harm learning extra, right? You learn doesn't harm because you can just choose not to use your knowledge. But if you don't know, means you don't know. Correct? You don't know means you don't know. So might as well learn extra. Correct? Not easy for long. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Question 10. Okay, Jane monitored the heart rate before, during, and after running. The graph shows her data. So they asked which one is not correct. Alright. So she ran more than 10 minutes. That's correct, obviously. The body required more oxygen during UV. Then, okay, let's color code so that we can see more easily. Let's color code. UV is here. Alright, UV is here. WX is here. WX here. And then YZ is here. Okay? So like that easier to see when it's colored. Body requires more oxygen at UV than at WX. Is it true? No, it's not true. In fact, it requires less. More blood reached the leg muscles during WX than YZ. That is true. Right? More carbon dioxide was removed from the body during WX. Oh, I forget to shade WX here. During WX than YX. Okay, this one also true. So what's the answer? 2. Okay, answer is 2. Okay. Alright, let's move on. Question 11. Okay, study the information below. This is a leaf insect. Diet eat leaves, similar to leaves. Ants remain motionless, crawl or stay like leaves. So, which row correctly shows the type of purpose of adaptation of the leaf insect? So, appearance look like leaf. So that is a structural adaptation. Remain motionless or sway like leaves. So that is a behavioral. So it's both structural and behavioral. And what is the main objective, the purpose? Alright. Likely this plant insect is not a predator because it eats leaves. Alright, so cannot be to catch prey. Alright, so the answer will be to avoid being spotted by its prey. Avoid. Now avoid is okay to say avoid. Cannot say prevent. Cannot say prevent itself from being spotted by predator. Prevent is too extreme. So avoid is okay, but don't use prevent. Alright? Some people, right, when they write the open-ended, they use the word, to camouflage so as to prevent itself from being spotted by predators. Prevent is not correct. So don't use the word prevent because it's too extreme. Right? Reduce, avoid is still okay. Reduce its chance is still okay, but don't write prevent. Hide also cannot. Okay, hide, that means totally cannot see. For camouflage, you can only say avoid being seen by predators or reduce its chance of being seen by predators. Alright, only these two terms. Okay, now let's look at 12. Devi carried out an experiment using two similar boxes A and B to test a hypothesis that she placed unripe fruits together with the ripe fruits and can help unripe fruits ripen faster. So she placed two unripe bananas. So what setup does she use? Alright. Okay, there must be one unripe that is, the answer is one unripe and one ripe. Right, because she wants to see if the unripe fruit can help. This is the objective. She wants to find out if the unripe fruit can help unripe fruit ripen faster. The ripe fruit can help unripe fruit ripen faster. So you need to have one unripe, one ripe. Okay, so answer is 4. You need to have one unripe, one ripe, so that you can see the effect of one on the other. Okay. Is A the control setup? 2 ripe bananas. Okay. You don't need 2 ripe banana. You just need 1 ripe banana. Alright. Control got 2 types, class. Control, there are 2 types. Let me teach you this thing. For control, there are 2 types. One control is called positive control. Positive. Okay, another control is the negative control. Okay, positive control, that means you have everything. Give everything. All the variables, max it out. Negative control, you remove all the variables. You remove. You change the change variable to the minimum. Alright, then you see the two extreme ends, what it look like. Alright. So here, one unripe, one ripe. You see how the the ripe affect the unripe. We can only from turn unripe to ripe. Ripe cannot become unripe again. Alright. So here I would say 2. 2 is the control. Okay, 2 is the control. Here is this one also control. One is positive control, one is negative control. Okay? But positive control, you don't need 2 ripe banana, you need 1 only. You need 1 ripe banana, 1 unripe banana. Alright? And then the other one is 1 ripe, 1 unripe put together. Okay, now let's move on. 13. Which statement about energy so is A positive or negative? A is positive control, B is negative control. Alright, but both are control. Primary school we don't need to know positive and negative control. But this one I teach you extra. This is actually extra stuff. There's such a thing called positive control. Okay, that means the variable you max out to the max. Negative control means the change variable you push to the minimum, push to nothing, 0. Alright, and then you compare these two as the extreme. Okay, that is, you must have a control for you to compare your results. Okay, now let's look at 13. Which statement about organisms or the energy and energy correct? So animals can be a source of energy. Yes, you eat animals, right? Okay, the energy can transfer to the eater. Okay, so second is wrong. Do not require energy, not true. When you rest, you also need to burn energy. Metabolism. So even if you sleep, you also need to burn energy. Okay, plants do not require energy at night, not true. At night they also respire. Plants are direct source of energy for all animals. All is not true. Alright, it's not all, it's only some. So answer is 1. Can? Okay, this is the halfway mark. Okay, let's move on. Okay, now yogurt is made by adding substances as to milk. Zhiwei carried an experiment with setup A and B to investigate how the mass affects the texture, and taste of the yogurt. So its results are shown. Alright, so the mass here, 5 grams versus 10 grams, full cream and creamy. He repeated the experiment using different types of milk. Alright, and set up Z and D. Results are shown. So here, right, okay, for the first experiment A and B, this is the change variable. Okay, this is the MV1, MV2. Do you all know what is MV or not? Alright, this is MV1, MV2. Do you all know what is MV? Anyone want to guess what is MV? MV. Alright, this is CV. There's only one CV. MV is measured variable. Alright, so there can be more than one measured variable. So the experiment on top, the change variable is this one. Alright, the experiment below, the change variable is this one. Alright, now when you change the change variable, you have to fix the other variable. Alright, so that is called ceteris paribus. Alright, I'm going to teach you this term. Okay, I got teach last lesson if you are here. Everybody type the word ceteris paribus. That means class, all other factors, all other variables must keep the same. Right? Class, can you type out this word? I want to see. You all learn a new word today. Right? This means all other factors must keep the same. Alright, so if you want to compare only the mass of S, we need to keep the type of milk the same. Alright? Okay, type of milk is between full cream and low fat. Full cream and low fat. Full cream and low fat. 5. Okay, so which one is not the correct conclusion? What is CV? CV ah. Karin asked what is CV. Can you type inside what is CV? What is CV? CV is the change variable. Change variable, okay? Now, based on the result, which one is correct? So which one is not correct? So texture was affected by mass of seed use. Is it correct? Texture affected by mass, correct? Huh? One creamy, one water. You see here? Okay. Mass 10 grams is get creamy. 5 grams you get watery. So it's affected. Yes. So first one is tick. Texture was affected by type of milk use. Type of milk. Okay, so both you see here, 5 grams here, 5 grams here. 5 grams here, 5 grams here. Full cream versus low fat. One is watery, one is very watery. So this one both also correct. Taste were affected by mass use. So compare these two, 10 grams, 5 grams, the taste. One sour, one mild. So it's 3 also correct. Taste were affected by type of milk use. So look at type of milk. 10 grams and 10 grams, full cream versus low fat. Both are sour. 5 grams, 5 grams, full cream versus low fat. Both are mild. So it's actually not affected. The taste is not affected by the type of milk use. Okay, taste is not affected by type of milk use. It's the basic we should know answer like aim, conclusion. Yeah. Alright. So you have to compare the variables. Okay, when you compare the type of milk, you must make sure the mass of S must be the same. Understand? Understand, class? If you compare the type of milk, you must make sure the mass of S remain the same. That's what we call ceteris paribus. Ensure all other factors kept the same. Class, can you tell me from here, right? Here is not mentioned in the question. Can you tell me what other variables should we keep the same? Identify one more variable. Can you identify one more variable that is not mentioned here that we should keep the same for this experiment? Question 14. Brand of the milk. Yeah, okay, that's true. Brand of the milk. Amount of milk. Amount of milk. Yes. Okay, keep amount of milk the same. Temperature, correct. I'm super Teddy. Correct. Temperature keep the same. Because the temperature can affect texture and taste. Temperature can. So you have to make sure the temperature for all the setup A, B, C, D all kept the same. Alright. That is called ceteris paribus. Okay, ceteris paribus. Okay, we are midway mark. Okay, I want to do a simple poll. I haven't asked that question yet. Everyone, I want to see how many of you are students, parents, or here just to kepo. Okay, if you are a student here, can you type S and write what level you are? Okay, primary 5, primary 6, sec 1. Alright. If you are a parent, can you type P? If you are here just to kepo, can you type K? So we have P5, 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 P6, 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 P6. Zhilong is here to kepo. P3, okay, we have P3 student. We have another parent here. Any kepos here? SK P6. P6 student here to kepo. You are P6. You should be relevant to you, ma. It's not kepo. P6 coming here to learn. Wednesday class. P6. My mother say have to learn P5. Yeah, correct. We are doing the PSLE paper. I'm on my mother's account. Okay, good. Okay, so next poll. Next poll. How many of y'all find this TikTok live useful? You learn new things. You want me to do more live? Okay, give me a score of 1 to 10. 1 being I should stop live right now. 10 being I should do more live. So 1 to 10, which one? Okay, give me yourself a score. 6, 7. 6, 7. 6, 7. Alright, we got people put 5. 5 means neither here nor there. Wow, 10. We have 7, we have 10. We have so many 6, 7. Wow, 10 million. 7 because you don't really explain clearly that much. Oh, is it? Which one? If I not explain clearly, you must tell me. Tell me which question. I can re-explain again. Alright, but there's a good news. This TikTok live is being recorded, and I'm selling the recording. Alright, for a very cheap price. Very cheap. the recording for one paper is less than $10 only, you know. Alright, less than $10 you can get a recording for the full paper. So, but I'm bundling together 11 papers for $97. Yeah. Yeah, sell the recording for this TikTok live. Alright, how much? Let me show you. Wait. Okay, since we are at this topic. Okay, we are selling this paper here. Okay, so it's $97. These are the papers. Okay, they are TikTok live recording. I did not edit them, unedited. So it includes the interaction. That's plagiarism. No. Plagiarism is copy people's recording and sell. This is my own recording. Alright. This is my own recording of me teaching. You have P3, don't have it. Only P5 and P6 and PSLE. Alright. Okay, so if you're keen, you all drop me a WhatsApp. Okay, you all can purchase. It's a lifetime access class. Once you all get a link, you all can watch it. Your siblings can watch it. The whole family can watch it. Alright, just drop me a link. And so somebody told me because I receive a lot of DM that people tell me, say, hey, do you have the recording? Because I'm unable to attend the live. Live is free, but recording, because it's recording, okay? So I bundle together and sell it at a very cheap price. Alright, I sell it at, people ask me to sell 197. I say, I want to benefit more people. Alright, plus the digital product. So I want to make it more affordable to even the poorer students. So I sell it super cheap. I'm recording on my own. Also can. You want to record on your own also can. Alright, I'm not stopping you. Okay, let's continue, class. $97 for 11 papers. Yes, correct, for 11 papers. It consists of P5, P6 prelim papers and PSLE papers. Okay. If you want to record this live on your own, I don't stop you, you know, because I can't stop you. Number one, I cannot stop you. All right. I don't know who I cannot catch you also. So if you find it so valuable, you want to record it and watch it many times, I think you are a very hardworking person. Okay, you deserve to do well. So you want to record privately, up to you, but quite troublesome on your side. Might as well I record everything, you just pay a small fee. Okay, correct? Make more sense, right? Okay, now let's move on. Okay, diamond on a ring can be seen clearly even though it is colorless and clear. Which statement explains why the diamond can be seen? Okay, this one is asked can be seen. Okay, diamond, alright, is a source of light, is confirmed wrong. It's not a source of light. Light can pass through the diamond. Yes, it's true, but that does not explain why you can see the diamond. Okay, look at 4. Shadows are formed when light is blocked. Also true, but that doesn't explain why you can see the diamond. So the only correct answer is light is reflected from the diamond. Okay? Yeah, can pass through. So even if the statement is true, but the statement, if it's not relevant to answering the question, you cannot choose. Okay? Can? Okay, next, move on. 16. This one looks like a sausage, right? Like a sausage. Diagram. The long balloon, diagram 1 twisted to form what is shown in diagram 2. What happens to the shape of the balloon and the mass of the air in the balloon after twisting? So shape of the balloon changed, mass, but the mass will remain unchanged. So this is changed, this one is unchanged. So answer is 2. Okay, the amount of air inside the balloon is they just get compressed, but the mass will not be changed, will not change. That's why my teacher say underline keywords. Yes. Alright. They say after twisting. After twisting. Can? Yeah, answer is 2. Okay, now next. Which material is suitable for making bottle so the amount of liquid medicine? This word here is medicine. This here is medicine. Liquid medicine can be clearly read. So, what properties, what material for the bottle? You want the bottle to float on water? Don't want, right? We don't want the bottle to float on water. You want the bottle to be waterproof, definitely. You want the bottle to allow sunlight to pass through so that you can see the reading here. Okay, so the answer is 3. Right? Because you want to ask for the bottle, for making the bottle. Right? Must be able to see the reading here. So it has to be translucent or transparent. Alright? Yeah, if it's not buoyant, it's okay. Because it's the bottle, you know. The bottle is the container. Alright? Let's look at 18. Nuru set up 4 circuits using identical batteries and bulbs in working conditions. Which of the circuit G will have the same brightness? So let's assign the brightness of each bulb. Why not float? Why you need to float? This question don't need to float, ma. This question is the bottle, you know. The bottle need float or don't float does not affect the ability to become a bottle. Okay, you have to move on already. Okay, how do we assign the brightness? So this one G, this one is half unit of brightness. This one is 1/3 unit of brightness. This one is half unit of brightness. This one is 1/2 unit of brightness. So there are 3 bulbs with the same brightness. Which are the 3? This one, and this one. So what's the answer, class? What's the answer? 4. Okay? Can? Thank you, Chang'e, for sharing, but don't overshare lah. Later you spam the whole thing. Chang'e, just share 1 time, 2 times can already. Chang'e, you are oversharing. You see the yeah, correct. You see the sharing, you are spamming the whole thing with the sharing. Just share 1 or 2 times can already. Wang Chang'e. Okay, don't spam too many shares because you will fill up all the message with all your shares, right? Which is very annoying after a while. Why bulb G at D is not 1/4? D, because this loop here gets 1 unit. This loop get 1 unit. This loop here get 1 unit. Right? This loop get 1 unit. This loop get 1. So both bulb here get 1 unit. Both bulb here get 1 unit because there's only 1 battery here, ma. Alright, 1 battery here means these 2 bulbs get 1 unit. These 2 bulbs get 1 unit. Right? Use 1/4 only if the 4 bulbs are all connected in series. Alright. Okay, can? Okay, let's move on. Question 19. How come G for B is half unit? B? Okay, it's half unit because B, this is one battery, right? This bulb here, this loop here, means that this bulb here is 1 unit. Alright? This loop here, that means both bulbs here is 1 unit. But because it's shared with 2 bulbs, each bulb get half unit. Alright? That's how. Okay? Okay, let's look at 19. When Joanne released plasticine cube from point J, it moved to point K and then slide back down. She received the same piece of plasticine into a ball. She released it from J and then rolled past L. Which statement correctly explain why the ball moved further than the cube? Right. So first statement, is it true? Ball had higher kinetic energy at K? Yes, that's true. Higher kinetic energy at K is moving. ball moved further than the cube. Ball had higher potential energy at J. Not true, because both will have the same amount of potential energy, because both is from the same height. Ball has less frictional force acting on it. That's true, because ball has less frictional force. Ball can roll. The ball has less gravitational force acting on it. Not true, because both have the same mass. So answer is A and C. A and C. Answer is 3. Can? Answer is 3. Okay, let's move on. Is it because ball got like no flat surface but the cube got flat surface? Yes. When there's a flat surface, there's higher amount of friction. Flat surface, there's more friction, right? But if it's a ball, there's less friction. You see or not? This is a ball. Ball, it can roll, right? Roll means less friction, like a wheel like that. But flat surface, a lot of friction. Mr. Tan, are you feeling okay? I'm not Mr. Tan. Yeah, my surname is not Tan. Okay, let's look at plenty. 4 identical cups PQRS are left to dry on the table. Amount of water on each cup is the same, which shows correct order that become dry. Okay, so the slowest will be the one that is enclosed. So this one is the enclosed. Enclosed one will be the slowest. Okay, slowest to become dry. Okay, from fastest to slowest. So R will be the slowest. You cross out 3. Fastest is which one? Fastest will be this one. Okay, the greatest exposed surface area. Greatest exposed surface area. So it will be S. Answer is right. Sorry, it's not S. Greater is not S. Because the droplets is even faster here. Fastest is here. Okay, this is the fastest. Okay, so fastest will be Q. Okay, answer will be 2. Okay, once you identify the slowest and the fastest, the answer is obvious. Yeah? Okay? Because you spread the droplets all around the inner surface, that will be the greatest exposed surface area. EH is Sec 2. Yeah. Sec 2 is here. Yeah, between P and S, which one is faster? I think S is faster. Between P and S, S is faster. But you don't need to know that to identify the answer. Alright, all you need to know is the fastest and the slowest, and the answer is obvious. Okay? Am I feeling okay? Yes. What makes you think I'm not feeling okay? Yeah, I want to show you another flower on my table. Do you all see this or not? You all see this? You want to see? I bought this for... You all want to guess how much? See? Is it nice? It's real, it's from Taiwan. It's a real orchid from Taiwan. It's a real, it's a real leaf. You see or not? Well, guess how much? 30 no. I bought for $25. My table is so much full of plants. If you follow my Instagram, I have an Instagram account. You can follow me. If you all go Instagram, you all go to Daniel Tay Best Minds. You can see that I post a lot of pictures of flowers. A lot of flowers. A lot of plants. You see it? A lot of plant pictures. This is my Instagram. Yellow is my favorite color. Yes. How many orchids? Yeah, I like orchids a lot because it can last quite long. Indoor. Roses, within 3 or 4 days, it start to wilt. But orchid can last one whole month. Right? So I prefer orchids. Okay, 21. Eugene has 3 steel bars X, Y, Z and label each bar at its end as shown. She observed that X and Y can attract each other. When she brought Z near each of the other 2 bars, she observed the following as shown. Alright. So is there attraction? Yes. No repulsion. So if there's no repulsion, only attraction, what we can say that there's one magnet, one steel. Alright. One stew. So what is it likely to be? Okay, let me guess. This is likely to be the stew bar. X is likely to be the magnet. Okay, whereas Y is probably also a stew bar. Alright, why is it Y a stew bar? Because both here is no. So X and Y must be stew bar. Because there's no interaction. Neither attraction nor repulsion. So both are the stew bar. Then X must be a magnet because it can attract Z on either ends. Alright, so what is the answer here? Only X is a magnet. Alright, because it can attract Z regardless which pole you use, which end you use. And Y, there's no interaction at all. Honestly, this paper is not hard. So far. I haven't finished the full paper yet. So you cannot conclude. Orchids are the traditional flowers in SG. Yeah, the national flower is Vanda Miss Joachim. It's an orchid. Yay, 20k. Thank you. Okay, this was the famous question. The OTA question. Okay. Michael is cooking some food wrapped in leaves over a fire as shown. Which statement best explain why there are burnt marks on the leaves? So it burnt because the leaves contains trapped air pockets. Trapped air pockets, and air is the poor conductor of heat. Because leaves contain air and air is the poor conductor of heat, the whole leaf is a poor conductor of heat. Alright, so answer is 3. Alright, because of the air trapped in leaves. Alright, air trapped in leaves. There's a spongy mesophyll layer when you look at the leaf cells that trap a lot of air. You post a video. Yes, I have a TikTok video on this. For me, it's hard because I'm P3. My mother say I have to learn P5. No harm learning earlier lah. If you are P3, you learn extra. But this paper is very hard for a P3. It's not meant for P3. This is for P6. This paper is for P6. But P5 can learn also. Because look at 22. 22 is a P4 topic. Right? So if you are P5, you can learn from this paper as well. Okay? Now, let's continue. 23. Zaina heated a block of ice in a beaker and measured its temperature over 7 minutes. And the results are shown. So, initially, the graph is at 0. Okay, then it increases from here like this. Okay, after 4 minutes, she found out that the mass of the water is lower than the initial mass of the block of ice. What's best explain this? Alright, what's best explain this? The answer is quite obvious. Okay, cannot be the first one, cannot be the second one, because although all is not true. Not all the ice melted. Some of the ice melted. Not true, because you want to explain why there's less mass is due to. Okay, sorry, I need to show you the options. It's due to water evaporating. So answer is 3. Okay, because steam also not true. Because why? They did not mention here is 100 degrees. They didn't mention it's 100 degrees. 100 degrees. Alright, they didn't mention the temperature here is 100 degrees Celsius. So you cannot mention it's steam. Okay? So answer is 3. The water evaporated. Have you tried Melody's Girls Review? I can't recall. I can't recall exactly which school. You have to look at the Telegram and the WhatsApp resource channel to see which paper I have done. Oh yeah, he's straining at us. How many viewers are there? 85. What paper is this? This is PSLE 2025. Okay, PSLE 2025. Okay, when Ravi threw a paper plane, he flew into air and hit the wall before landing on the floor, which is not a possible effect of the forces that acted on the paper plane. Alright, so this one is possible, this one is possible, this one is possible. The only thing is that the paper plane will not change mass. Alright, just by folding it and throwing, the mass doesn't change because you need to cut some paper away or add something, then the mass will change. Cookie Monster is staring at us. Oh yes, we have a Cookie Monster behind. We have a Cookie Monster. And you have a bird nest fern. You see I have a bird nest fern? You see this one? It's a bird nest fern. Quite cool, right? Yeah. Okay, now let's move on. Question 25. Yeah, it's a non-flowering plant. Okay, reproduced by spores. Diagram below shows tissue paper holder that is attached to a wall. Springs to the holder exert a force on the tissue paper. So there's a push force pushing on it. Alright? There's a push force pushing. So there's elastic spring force exerted by the spring onto the board. And then there's also the weight that's pulling it downwards. Okay, so the gravitational force is always downwards and the force X is always this side. So answer is 4. Okay, pushing on the right, pushing on the left here, at least. A-level grad can also be P6 science. Science, sir. Can also teach P6 science. Can you want to teach? Of course you can teach. Whether you are good at it is another story. You can teach, of course you can teach, but whether you are good at it is another story. Because like people teach until everyone fail, you know. Because they don't know a lot of things. They teach until they all fail. Okay, so I rather don't take the chances. Primary 5, Primary 6, find the expert to teach your child. If you want to get an O-level student to teach your child PSLE science, you are taking a big risk. Alright, nothing is stopping you lah. Nobody's stopping you. There's no rule to say you cannot hire them. You can hire and they are very cheap. $20 per hour can hire already. Alright, very cheap. What is the tissue? Why tissue? Just have tissue though. Why can't I have tissue? What the labubu? Labubu? Oh, I have. Oh, you can see the labubu. I thought it's outside the frame. Yeah, that's my labubu. Say hi. Yeah, I saw somebody say labu. What is the total mark for booklet A? 56. For this paper is 56, but this year onwards is 60. This year onwards is 60. Right? Last year is 56. Is the person above the comment? Okay, let's move on. Question 26. Okay, pie chart shows the use of electrical energy in Amy's household. So which suggestion is the most helpful for Amy's household to reduce their energy use? Use less energy. So now the Straits of Hormuz is being blocked, right? Okay, the oil cannot pass through. So oil prices all shoot up to the roof. If the force like pushing a spring is like, then is the direction of force exerted. If the force like pushing a spring is like that side, then what is the force? What is the direction of force exerted? I don't really understand your question. The force applied and the elastic spring force is not the same thing. Okay, because for every force there's an equal and opposite reaction force. So force exerted is this direction, spring is pushing it backwards. So the force exerted by the spring is the elastic spring force. So this is a pie chart. Now, which appliance use the most electricity? Okay, the air conditioner, right? So you use a fan instead of aircon. This will be the most helpful. Alright, but I will not do that. I will use the aircon because I cannot live without aircon. That's my own preference. Okay, I'm a aircon junkie. Wait, I also don't understand why my question help. Yeah, you have to understand your question before I can understand. I can help you. Okay? Anyone here is an aircon junkie, that means you must have aircon. No aircon, you will melt. No aircon, you will melt. I will melt when there's no aircon. So, I don't like to walk under the hot sun. I don't like. I would like to hide inside aircon room. Even exercise, they can exercise. Actually, exercise is the exception. Exercise non-aircon room is okay. But other than that, even sleep, I need to sleep in aircon room. You don't need aircon, but I need fan. But fan, if the environment is hot, the fan just blow the hot air at you, you know. It doesn't solve the problem. Solving the root of the problem is to lower the temperature. Okay, question 27. When water changes from liquid to gas at 100, okay, that is called boiling. Which of the following is correct? Water is condensing is not correct. Water losing heat also not correct. No heat gain or loss also not correct. So answer is that the water gains heat. Alright, this paper so easy. Okay? Water gains heat when it's boiling. Hear the sound of aircon. Yes, there's aircon sound. Can you hear the sound? Yeah, I can hear the aircon sound. Yeah, last question. We are going to finish soon. Okay, are you ready? Let's look at the last question. Ricky compress and then release the spring at A. Stay along the ground and passes B. And stop at C. Alright, so B is in motion, C is stop. Different types of energy represented using the shading below. Potential energy, kinetic energy, and heat energy. Okay, so at A, everything is potential energy, elastic potential, everything. Alright, then at B, when it's in motion, remember B is in motion, it's in motion, it's moving. Okay, which chart best represents the energy that has been converted to? Alright, so if it's in motion, that means there's also kinetic energy. There must be kinetic energy. There must also be heat energy. Alright, and because it's not fully decompressed yet, so there will also be potential energy. So answer is 1, all three. We have all three forms of energy left because it's still in motion. In motion. So as long as it's in motion, you still have elastic potential, kinetic, and heat energy. All three. Okay? Booklet B, yes, still got Booklet B, but we'll do that next Wednesday. Okay, Booklet B we'll do next Wednesday. So this is only Booklet A. Can? Anyone want to buy the recording or want to join my crash course? I have a crash course on or anyone need me to revisit any question? Gabriel had a paper. I'm replying some messages. Okay, some need to go already. Okay, bye bye. Changyi, Chang'e. Yeah, better than Booklet. We play keep. No, we can't play all the games. Crash Course is online or physical? It's online. Crash Course is online. Alright, let me open the poster for the Crash Course. Okay, so this is the Crash Course poster. Okay, please come and join. Do not miss this one. Right, it's very very helpful, very useful. It's on the 8th and 9th of June. Right, 8th and 9th of June. Okay. You host. Who want to host? I'm in. Yeah, you're in the Crash Course, correct? Thanks for replying. No AI. What do you mean no AI? Yeah. Okay. Can anyone got any questions or anyone needs me to? He got 54 out of 56 because of NIS. Yeah. So this recording is live is recorded lah. Okay, so you can actually buy the recording. Mr. Tay, how much? You mean the recording? 11 papers for $97. Alright, I show you the poster again. Yeah, this is the poster for the live. Right? It's 11 papers. Is 17 to 30 still good? No lah, no good. You mean the crash course how much? 247. The crash course cost 247. Not that, got it. Yeah, 247. Okay, anyone got questions? Still got questions for me? Okay, this one is lifetime access, lifetime access. You can attend for lifetime. How can I place my order? Drop me a WhatsApp. Okay, I send you the link. Pay now lah. Basically, it's pay now. Wow, Piao Yang yes. Thank you, Orange Fanatic. I think I recognize your name. Orange Fanatic, I've seen before. My mom buy it. Yes, Vince bought already. Thank you, Vince, for being a good, strong supporter. Okay, is that I got wrong for the leaf insect? Okay. Yeah, leaf insect I got wrong. Only my class understand. Okay, so this coming Wednesday, we are going to do the booklet B. Alright, after that, right, I will compile the 11 paper, the recordings, and share with those people who have bought the bundle. Okay, the bundle 1, which contains 11 papers. So can watch the recording, and it's unedited lah. It's just the whole recording. So you may have to skip some of the parts where there is interaction. Alright, that might need to be skipped. But the thing is this, the messages in the chat will not be shown in the recorded video. It's only my responses. What time? What do you mean what time? What is bundle 2? Other papers or more papers that I'll be recording. As I move forward, there are more papers which I will do on TikTok Live. Then I will include them as bundle 2 to sell. Alright. So you all can have a lot of recordings to watch. Alright, and can watch at your own time, own target. Okay, no need to wait for live. Okay, let's wait for one more K likes. We have 29K likes already. I need the one with Devi carrying out the experiment one. Devi carry out experiment, which one? There's so many. What time on next Wednesday? 8 p.m. Our TikTok live is at 8 p.m. all the time. Wednesdays and Saturdays 8 p.m. Right, so come and join us. Alright, and you can ask questions and clarify your doubts. Okay? So I hope this live is helpful for you and you benefit a lot from the live. And I got what I just want to share, right? AI has making a lot of people lose their jobs. AI, a lot of people lose their jobs. So you all need to be more adaptable lah. Okay, so that even if AI, you all still can become employable. Right? Sometimes AI is so good that some people wonder, hey, why still need to go university? Because everything AI can do now. They cannot replace teachers. That's true. You ask yourself, you want a robot to teach you on live or not? TikTok live is a robot teaching, or is a AI character teaching you on TikTok live. It's not live anymore. It's not called live anymore if it's a robot teaching. You just watch YouTube, right? If you want to a robot to teach you, you just watch YouTube. But live is a human being. Yeah, human being. I think there's better connection and better learning when the real human being is teaching you. Alright? And AI can make mistakes lah. Humans also can make mistakes. But human mistakes, I think, more forgivable lah. Okay, thank you. Yes, 30k likes already. Alright, so with that, thank you so much. Once again, my name is Daniel Tay. I'm the founder and principal of Best Science Academy. And we specialize in P5, P6 science. So if you or your child needs any help in primary school science, PSLE science, come and look for us. Right, we are the experts. A lot of our students, they do very well. Right, and about more than 80% they will improve their results after we've asked for at least half a year. Right, now there's only 4 more months to PSLE. Alright, if you are P6, you still want to join us, we still have vacancies, you still can join us. But take note that we only have 4 months left. Alright, so whatever time left, I can help you in 4 months to push out your grades. Alright, if you are P5, even better, join as soon as possible because there's enough runway for me to help you. Alright, if you are P4, you can join the wait list. Okay, can join us end of the year, can book the seat end of the year. So we only have P5, P6. Alright, we have still have Sec 1. Okay, for this year we still have Sec 1. So come and join us and drop me a WhatsApp. Okay, if you need any clarification, my number is up there. My number is up there. Okay. How to get AL1? Come to my lesson. Join my lesson. There's a higher chance. Okay, got me. Thank you, everybody. So I shall call it a day. Anybody has last questions to ask me? Anyone? Don't have, Okay, then I shall call it a day. Okay, thank you, everybody. Thanks for coming. Okay, bye-bye.